Good morning, good evening, good afternoons, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And today's day, we need to talk about Warden, Ranger, Warden, AoEs. Because I think Warden is not like that great in single target. It really depends on single target. However, Warden can really shine in, let's say, a little bit longer AoE fights. So AoE loadout is it's pretty simple. It's nothing very bad and nothing very massive. So first of all, you can use electric shot or clear the ground. I will suggest use only electric shot and I will explain why. I mean, clear the ground doing a lot of damage, but you taking risks to get hit from back or from mobs, So that's why electric shot is a little bit better. Of course, hiding strike for AoE attacks with very nice magnitude. Steel breeze for very not bad magnitude. And of course, plant grow for a little bit more damage. And of course, if you want a little bit more speed to catch up with your party, because very fast as hell, you always can use Marauder Rush instead of maybe Plant Grow or maybe Steel Breeze. So you will catch up your enemies first, or at least not the last one. Because if you will catch up enemies last one, you will do no damage. Of course, main Atwill will be Call the Storm for additional damage, which is always cool and always good. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Class features, Seeker's Vengeance, and 8% more damage when you hit more than 2 enemies, which is why the hell not? It's very fine. We're going with focus that on AoE because we mainly will stay pretty much in one stance if it's longer fight. Maybe we'll change some stances after we use our melees. Of course, cooldown reduction, double damage on Atlas, which is very important because it's making our electric shot doing double damage. Skirmish Gambit for temporizing crit severity. And Enchanted Conductivity for a little bit more damage from our Atwill. Actually, our daily. If you talk about, well, let's not talk about gear because everyone using different gear is just more about build. I'm going with Augment Companion just for now, but one of the best in slot for AoE is Regis, which is probably a little bit expensive, but that's one of the best AoE companion. I think it is the best AoE companion. We don't have nothing else. Maybe Chuna can be close, but I don't think so. Companions, uh, passive companions. Of course, not Batiri. It makes no sense to use Batiri. You can use Werewolf Discipline for some additional damage in AoE, or Tom Spider, or maybe Spin Devil if they will fix it, because now it's kind of not working. I still need to check. Yeah, I check it. Spin Devil is still not working in AoE, sadly. Purple Companion, I think, is depends what do you need mostly. Of course, Neverwinter Knight and Golden Cat for a little bit more combat advantage. Mounts and it's just Vortex or how it's called. This one currently Lunar Fireballs can be very good in AoE, but one of the best, of course, it always will be Vortex from Legendary Carpet because it's just grouping all enemies, doing a lot of damage, and it's easier for you to do damage when all enemies just group up, right? So rotation, it's pretty simple. Of course, artifact or combat enchantment, it's whatever you have. That will do a job. Rotation is pretty simple. So let's summon mobs. Wink, wink, wink. Okay, so that's a pack of mobs. It's very simple rotation. Hydring Strike, Steel Breeze, Plant Grow, daily if enemy is still not dead, because it's depend if you run with more people, so probably mobs will die much more faster, especially if you have some rogues. So as I say, rotation is pretty very easy. Hydring Strike, Steel Breeze, Plant Grow, change stance, one Hydring Shot, and that wills. Because your main damage dealer as Warden AoE is Electric Shot. Of course, you can stay only on melee if you wanna, and risking with clear the ground, but as you can see, Clear background still doing a lot of damage, but I just don't like take a risk and taking additional damage, which I can avoid. Especially in Imperial Citadel, yeah, mobs doing a lot of damage. And of course, Electric Shock is a little bit higher magnitude. It's 200 magnitude and double Anvil. So now let's go do some Moon Dancer probably. Let's see how it looks like in AoE in real time. Be right back. And of course, you need to remember to always positioning yourself to get a little bit more combat advantage. So because I'm alone, I'm just going with Mr. Canticus Mage. So he have a power to give me some combat advantage, which always will be nice. And I'm just doing this one just to show. And of course, you need to remember to dodge. Come on, not shield. Of course, mobs is a little bit low level, so we dying a little bit too fast. But of course, you can start combat, mount power, group up mobs, and one of our encounters still not working. Yeah, cryptic. It will be nice if you can fix it. But why I'll much more like use plant grow and a hydring strike because I get more control from enemies instead of like rain of arrow because I think still rain of arrow is not doing enough damage. Basically, you can just use one cordon of arrows and just snipe enemies from far away with electric shot like this. That's why Warden it's very nice. It will be very nice for like solo runs. And they not surviving. Okay, let's just root them. Easy. And probably best ways to show is just in scale at content, so I will not kill enemies like that fast, right? So here you go, you have pack of mobs. You can just root them for 3 seconds and shoot. Root and shoot. Of course, it's not doing very great damage because keep in mind you don't have combat advantage, but always slow rooting. Of course, we don't have 6-second roots as Hunter have. It's only 3 seconds, but it's better than nothing. And they get scattered because of my companion. I'm using him just now just for some combat advantage. Let's go to another pack. We'll try use daily now. I even can use daily, root them, and hit with additional hits. And as you can see, this AoE, it's very big. It's taking a lot of places, especially from clear the ground, not clear the ground, electric shot. What is his name? Yeah, electric shot. So that's very cool, especially like with daily. Damage is big. Well, I was dodging. So in AoE, Warden, it's really shiny. Of course, you don't want to rush like too much. So basically, let's say we have a tank, and let's wait a couple seconds. Or not wait a couple seconds. Encounter, change to range, encounter, and electric shot. If you don't have your melee encounters until next enemy phase, you can just always use your cordon of arrow to proc double damage on all enemies. Actually, I don't know where I need to go. Let's go kill them. So like example, that pack of enemies, tank is on them. Encounter. Root. Of course, sadly, I don't have tank. But it's possible to play with Warden and it feels much more better, especially when you're in dungeon. Of course, probably I will make video when I'm running Citadel. So, I guessing you get to a point how to do some AoE damage, which is rotation, which is exactly not like exactly rotation. It's a very pretty old hunter rotation for AoE. Exactly same powers which we're using, and nothing else I think is good because all of them It's mostly single target, only 1, 2, 3, 4 powers for AOE. Yeah, boys and girls, thank you for watching, and see ya next time. Babies out. Bye bye.